Hi there. It's a Sunday, so I'll just get right to it. I have, look at all these beautiful colors of the rainbow, basically. Flowers. Look at this beautiful thing. I borrowed it from my mom. It was her birthday. She's 82 now. I borrowed it from my mom. And so I wanted to do something very colorful yet healthy because Granny's been pretty bad. She's been eating a lot of chocolates and ice cream, and she did more junk videos, which she did not upload yet, so wait for that. But I'm trying to be extra good on Sunday because it's a Sunday, right? So I have a mixture of fruits and veggies here. I have raspberries, grapefruit, blueberries, and mandarin oranges. And I have pineapple. Down here I have the veggie family: broccoli, carrots, cucumbers, cauliflower, red bell peppers, orange bell peppers, and the radish, red radish. And I have this drink: Mama Chia blueberry pomegranate, seed your soul, chia beverage. I've never had this before. So, and it has 3,400 of omega-3, keto-friendly, 21% of daily fiber. And I don't know what this tastes like, so we'll find out. I always like to do first time. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring my. Okay. And I have, for dipping, I have ranch. And I have hummus here. Hummus with peppers, spicy hummus, spicy garlicky hummus. And I know you're looking at all these glasses and shot glasses, all these and all the other glasses that I've been bringing. And you're thinking, Granny says she's not an alcohol drinker. Why does she have so many glasses and shot glasses? Why is that so thick? Already it does not look good. It smells alcoholic. So why does she have all these shot glasses, wine glasses? She got them from people. And you know, they might have used it for shot glasses, for alcohol, whatever. I use them for something else, because you know what? Whatever you use that item for is what you call it. Remember my video back, you know, maybe 5-6 videos ago, I said whatever you fill that container with is what you're going to call it. So some may call this a wine glass, some may call this a shot glass, but I call it a healthy beverage glass. I may call this a salad dressing cup or glass, you know. So same as your body too. Whatever you fill your body with, that's what you're going to be called. However your actions are shown to the world, that's what they're going to call you. So, you know, be very careful of how you behave, how you speak, and all that. I wasn't even planning on saying this, but you know, Granny just talks about whatever she wants. And today I'm going to start eating because I know I better hurry up and eat, huh? Okay, I'll start with the non-sweet broccoli. Look like little bugs. Feels kind of weird, slimy, and like a bunch of seeds, slimy seeds. They look like tadpole eggs. They look, no. What are they? I'm sorry. They look like tadpoles. Frog eggs. Tadpoles. Taste is like grape and the taste is like grape and pomegranate, but the texture is it's like chewing. Not that I've tried like frog eggs. They look like frog eggs. And this is healthy for you, right? So I'm gonna drink it. Hummus. Hummus is really good. It's good with vegetables and bread too. Like French bread, sourdough French bread. And it's a little spicy and garlicky, so it's really good. And this cucumber is from our garden. Now, you guys have seen my title, and some of you are here. I bet you raced over here. What? Racist? Eating healthy makes me so happy. Let me try this again. Ranch is good and hummus is good. They're both good in their own ways. Yesterday, I recorded a video. Well, I did two actually. One of them was a fried chicken video, and the skin was so extra crispy. I recorded the whole thing to realize when I was watching it, when I was playing it back, playing it back, I didn't have my mic on. But it did pick up. So you could hear the noise, but like I'm using no mic. But I'm not gonna let that go to waste. I'm gonna upload it. But oh, it was so crispy. Raspberry. My mom's birthday, my brother sent this to her. So I said, Mom, it's Sunday and I need something because on Sundays I want to make it extra special. Can I borrow your flowers? Next time I have to borrow some of her clothes. Blueberries. These are so big. Look at that. So next time I may even borrow my mom's clothing and really look like a granny. Mandarin oranges. This is a huge one. Pineapple. Thumbnail. Always forget. Always. Oh, why do I always forget? Why don't you guys remind me? Remind me. Thumbnail. I'm doomed. Okay, let me show this drink. And I need to smile more, huh? I was not a girly girl growing up. I was a tomboy, as many of you know. So I'm not into the girly. This is like on Sundays. Sundays are the only days I try to dress up and try to look nice, but and I don't know. I don't like taking pictures, but for you guys, I mean the things I'm doing because of YouTube. Okay, just back to eating. Where was I? You want to stick around today because look at the title, it's racist. How are you? So glad you came. Nice to know you, friends. You guys are my friends. I have almost 500 friends. Oh, that's the most I've ever had. If you've subscribed to this channel, you're my friend. And I welcome you. We might not always agree on everything, but friends don't need to always agree, right? We could have differences and still be friends, yes. At least we have one thing in common. We love food. Because food brought us together, right? Look at all these beautiful colors. Okay, enough eating. Feels weird. I want to share with you today about race. Yeah. It's a sensitive subject, and I hope I don't offend anybody. I don't mean to. Those of you that know me pretty well, you guys know I'm all about love, support, positivity. And so please, if I make a mistake, it's a mistake. And mistakes can be forgiven, right? So if I say anything that might personally offend you, I want to apologize ahead of time. I don't mean to. I just want to share my thoughts, because we are living in a world, that is sensitive to our race and our colors. A lot of mukbangers or ASMRs, I hear that, the throat has something to say too. And just like these beautiful flowers, I'm glad these flowers are all different colors. This is so beautiful. And look at all this fruit and veggies. Aren't these beautiful? What if there was just one color, just all solid? It would be beautiful on its own. And what if I just brought carrots, just fill these 2 plates with carrots? It would still look pretty good. But like how if I were to just bring carrots, I would bring maybe green leafy lettuces or something on the bottom to bring the contrast so that the carrots could stand out, you know. We need contrast in life. In order to see something, we need something to compare it with, right? Am I right? Yes. And so rather than just bringing all orange carrots or one day bring all green broccoli, look how beautiful this is, because it's a mixture of all different colors. Yeah. You guys know where I'm going with this, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at my notes. And yeah, so there are different races, right? And different races have different skin tone, right? It's just skin color. Everything on the inside is the same. We all have 2 eyes, 1 nose, 2 ears, 1 heart, 2 lungs, 1 liver, 2 kidneys, 1 bladder, you know. On the inside, we're all human beings. And so what I want to say today is that, you know, racism is causing a lot of trouble, especially in America today. And because I'm Korean American, it's affecting me too. It's affecting my family, it's affecting my friends, and I'm sure a lot of it's affecting you as well. And I know there are many, you guys all are from different races. And I'm so glad that this community brought us together like this. I just wanted to say that racism is taught and learned. No one is born being a racist. And growing up, I've seen people that are, you know, I've seen white people being racist. I've seen black people being racist. Can I say black? Or do I have to say African American or Caucasian? Let's just use the common words that common people use. White, black, you know. Am I yellow? I think I'm yellow. I'm Asian, so I'm yellow. So I've seen white people who are racist. I've seen black people who are racist. And I've seen Asian people who are racist. I've seen all kinds of people that are racist. It's not just white people that are racist. And it's not just one, you know, race that we need to be, you know, it's not just one race. It's just a handful of different, you know, handful of people that are racist in every race, every culture, you know. And maybe the people that you see or people that I see, maybe they had bad experiences with one certain type of race, and that's why they're just like, okay, you know, that person was so-and-so color and that person did that to me, so I'm going to hate all of them. It may be that, because I had a friend when she was in college or in high school. She said a teacher of a different race just used to give her bad grades no matter what she did. And he would be very mean to her and rude to her. So even though she thought she did good quality work, he would always give her an F. So one day, and he would be very mean to her, just her. And she was the only Asian in the class. And so one day, she had the guts to go up to the teacher and say, "Why are you rude to me? Why are you giving me Fs in everything I do?" And she asked him, "Is it because of my color? Is it because I'm Asian?" And good thing the teacher did open up. And he did say that he had a bad experience with an Asian. So then in his mind, that trauma caused him to, just dislike all Asians. Which is not fair, of course. That is not fair. But we can try to understand where that teacher is coming from, right? I think I can understand, but it's not right for him to, think that all Asians are like that. So maybe it's a bad experience that the racist person had, growing up. Or maybe they never got to meet, another person of a different race that was a good person, It goes both ways. And maybe it's just being naive. Some people are like that because they're just naive. They just don't know. They only know their little world and they just don't know any better. And I would like to share my background on this whole thing about, different races having different backgrounds and things. As I stated before, I went to 11 different schools before graduating high school. And the first place that my mom, our family immigrated to was San Francisco, California. And my mom was a single mom. We struggled, and we lived in a community where the majority of my friends were Black. I was the only Asian in this group, so all my friends were Black. And not carrying a mirror all the time with me. Of course, I knew I was Korean, but all my friends were Black. So whatever you see, you think you're a part of that too, right? So this is, once again, it's 3rd grade. So I used to tie my hair, and I used to put, all my friends had like shiny hair, right? So what shiny oil did I have at home? I didn't have any. So I put Vaseline in my hair. I used to make it all shiny, and I would leave a few strands here, and I would braid it. You know how like cornrows, I couldn't do cornrows back then. I could do it now, but so I would braid my hair on the sides, and I would have like 2 strands of braids, 2 each, and I would put Vaseline in my hair. And my mom didn't stop me, so I'm glad my mom taught us kids well. She didn't stop me, or she didn't ask why I had oily, shiny hair. And when she knew that I wasn't, it's not that I didn't shower or anything, but I don't remember her ever questioning me. I just did it every morning and just fit right in. And then fast forward to 5th grade, we lived in Alaska for a year and a half. And when I went there, all my friends were either white or Eskimos. They were Eskimos. And so I made friends with them. That's when that Eskimo boy, that boy who threw the frozen orange at me, he was an Eskimo. What do you call them anyway? Eskimo. And so most of my, all my friends were either white or Eskimo. And then we moved back to California, Union City, Hayward. So we lived in Hayward until I was a freshman. I completed my freshman year in Hayward, Union City, Hayward. So from 6th grade through 9th grade, I lived in Union City / Hayward. And in that area, most of my friends were Mexican, Hispanic. So guess what Granny did? And at that time in the 80s, we feathered our hair. You know how big feathery looking women, girls, they had like big feathery hairstyles. So I got into that, and I cut my own hair. So it was like big chunks of feathers. And, low riders and high riders. All the Mexican things. I don't know. I guess I don't know if they were gang related or not, but lowriders are cars with, like, the whole car is very low to the ground. So when they kind of go up the curb, it'll scrape up the bottom. And then the cars would either go up, they could crank it up or bring it down. And then they would play loud music with bandanas, and, they would do that. And then the high riders, their tires would be down here, and the cars would be way up here, and, high riders. And they would wear either white or red bandanas with saggy jeans. And I didn't go that far. I didn't do all that. I just did my hair, and I just wanted to fit in because, most of my friends were Hispanic. And most of my friends, their last names were either Lopez, Martinez, Garcia, all the names. And then in 10th grade, we moved to San Francisco. It's because of my mom's job. And so we moved to San Francisco, and most of the, students over there were the school that I went to, Washington High School, San Francisco. Yeah. So they were basically Chinese, a lot of Asians. There were some Koreans, but mostly Chinese. So I hung out with Chinese people, Chinese kids. And then in my 3rd year of high school, junior, we moved to San Jose and Del Mar High School. And we went to San Jose, and most of my friends were, again, Hispanic. So, I had Hispanic friends. Graduated high school, went to San Jose State. Yay, San Jose State. Trojans, right? And I hung out with, in my major, there were a lot of Filipinas, a lot of Philippine people. So, I was the only Asian there. I was the only Korean there. So I thought I was Filipina, right? Filipina? And I was very actively involved in the Korean church. So I had both at school, during class. In college, I had the, Filipina friends. And at church, or, I hung out with Koreans. So I was closest to those two groups of people. And finally ended up marrying a Korean. But what am I saying here? I'm saying children are innocent. And they'll just fit right into whatever group you may put them in, So all this hatred, all this racism going on, somebody must have taught them somewhere. And I'm so glad my mom, she never taught us to hate any one specific, because under God, we're one big family. And I want to share 2 scriptures here. It says, Galatians 3:28. It says, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither slave nor free. There is no male and female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. That's Galatians 3:28. And Acts 17:26 says, and he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling place. Acts 17:26. So what does it say? It says we are all from one man. We are all from Adam and Eve, basically. We are all, that's why in Christianity we call each other brothers and sisters, because we are all one, basically. We all came from the same parents, right? Oh, on a side note, so my oldest daughter, she recently did the DNA testing, and we were thinking, my husband's 100% Korean, I'm Korean 100%, and we thought, she'll be Korean. She's 10% Japanese. Who knows where that came from? So my mother-in-law, she's pure Korean, but she grew up in Japan. But now that we have a 10% Japanese in my oldest daughter, who knows, maybe my mother-in-law, maybe her ancestors or somebody was Japanese. We don't know that. And my last daughter, Angela, the one that does TikToks, she has hazel eyes. And some people say that, she has contacts on, but she doesn't. Her eyes are hazel. When she was first born, her hair was almost like my granddaughter, Belle. My granddaughter, she's mixed. She's Caucasian and Korean, Asian. So that's why she has the light skin, the light hair. But my daughter, Angela, she had her hair, not red, but blondish, brownish hair. And her eyes were gray in the beginning, but later they turned hazel. And so I don't know where that comes from. And she looks like her dad and her paternal grandmother. Both of my daughters look like their, paternal grandmother. So I don't know where she got her hazel eyes. I don't have hazel eyes. I have light brown eyes. My husband has dark, close to black eyes. And so who knows? Maybe up there was a person with hazel eyes or, something. We don't know. And to those of you who are racist, maybe if you go up your ancestry, maybe there's a race there that you're hating on now. So you never know. We're all one. We're all one big family. And we need to learn to get along, like how these fruits and veggies and flowers are getting along. Look how beautiful that is. We need variety. I'd be bored if everything was all orange or everything was all green. I like variety. And in that same way, we as human beings, we're all different colors. And we need to embrace each color and enjoy each other's different cultures and different races and races. We need to, enjoy the, different qualities that we have. And I don't think there aren't that many races compared to the number of people who are not. It's just a handful of racist people, you know, from each race that make it look like the whole race is against other. It's not. Just like how, you know, a few apples don't make the whole basket of apples bad. It's not like that. And if you, the majority of the people that you may, you know, surround yourself with, they're not racist. So let's just get this racist word out. Why don't we just take it out and just be loving and treat each other as you know, as human beings, you know, one person with another person. And since doing this YouTube, you know, I grew up with different kinds of, you know, kids from different nationality, you know, different nationalities. But this YouTube, it's amazing what YouTube has done for me. And I'm just starting to grow, and I'm meeting people from all kinds of, you know, backgrounds, races. I'm meeting, you know, white, black, Middle Eastern, Asian. I mean, if I could name all the countries that I'm connected to right now, could I? It'll be too long. But food, this food channel that we're involved in, this is bringing us, this community, closer together. And it's food that brings us close. And I'm so excited about, you know, all these friendships and all these different people from all over the world. Sometimes I record our, you know, like our grocery store or our home or something, our neighborhood, and then I send it to some people that I talk to, and, you know, they get to see how life is here in America for me. And I wish they would record their lives and send it to me. I would like to know. All right. And Granny is who she is, and she tries to be a loving, kind human being. She is who she is because of all the exposure that she had to these different, you know, nationalities, different countries. And it's just a state of mind, you know, a state of our hearts. We need to open up our minds and open up our hearts. Then we would not go through the struggles that we're going through right now. Okay? Because God created everybody equal. We are all his children, right? Why would God favor one type of, you know, why would he favor any group of his children? He would not. He loves us all the same. If you're a human being, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're going through now, no matter what you've done in the past, if you're a human being, God loves you as much as he loves anybody else. If you're a human being, God values you just the same. Because under the skin, we should not determine ourselves by what race we are from, you know, what race we belong to. Because under the skin here, under the skin, we are all one race, and that is the human race.